chicken cycle circle. Be one of the wolves. Decide to unite ourselves through expression. Follow the leader into the dark. Prepare yourself for the pit.
What is going on, my fucking metal brothers and sisters? It is Wednesday at 1 o'clock. It is the 28th. I am fucking blowing up on Facebook. I have to announce some changes that are going to be undergoing to the pit. We are obviously a brand new radio station, and we're getting a couple new shows together on the network. I'm going to be actually in production with a couple of different shows that I'm doing. One of which I'm actually doing is like a conspiracy theory, like alien Bigfoot kind of show, which is going to be a fuck ton of fun because like nothing's off limits there, obviously. So I'm going to be announcing more about that later on in the week, maybe next week. Because, you know, it's been a very hard time getting all this stuff together. You would not believe what actually goes into some of these radio shows and our commercials and our intros and all that. So I just want to say for a moment, and I want to take a moment to thank all the people, all of you, for helping me out and supporting me. I mean, without you, this shit is not possible. It's not. If I didn't have your support, there'd be no point in me going on air once a week, or not more or less twice a week now, and more to come. I'm really, really excited about what's going to be happening over the next couple of months. Here very soon, I'm about to upgrade the station to a much bigger broadcasting package. As you guys might know, some of this is very, very expensive, especially with broadcast time and paying for it. So we've been really building bigger and bigger and bigger over the last few weeks, and we're now getting our licensing out of the way. We're getting certifications out of the way, too. There are a lot of legalities that come with this kind of stuff. So I just want to give you guys the idea that we are definitely going to get bigger. We are definitely going to start doing 24-hour streams very soon. I know I've been talking about this for months, but now we're actually to that point where we're literally one step beneath going 24/7. And that has been a huge journey for us. It's been massive for a lot of other people involved, too. I just definitely want to thank my team. I want to thank the street team for the pit. Thank you, Will. Thank you, Kurt. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you, Ram. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Aaron. And who else am I forgetting? Thank you, Elise. And thank you, Jason Brown. You guys are all the shit. Those are my supporters and my street team and the people that I work with all the time. I also want to thank my advertising team. I want to thank the online promotions team, and I would like to thank the actual station and our sponsor at Zeitgeist Records in general, which me and a team of people have come together and created. So, that being said, man, do I got a good show for you guys today. And I know we're a little early today, and you guys aren't used to this, and it's a new time, and I'm probably not going to have the same ratings because we're switching times, but that's okay, because I know you guys will find us, and I know you will flock to us, and I know you will listen, because you know that I play good fucking metal, and I don't play bullshit. I mean, I'm sorry, but you're not going to hear Five Finger Dick Punch here. It's just not happening. Don't ask me to play fucking Tool. I'm not going to play your Megadeth or fucking Metallica request. No, I'm not playing that bullshit. Save your fucking old man butt rock bullshit for old man. Okay, I don't fucking need it. The old men can have it. Okay, I don't want it. What I'm trying to play is new metal. New metal, okay? Not NU metal, new, as in N-E-W. Okay, fresh out the gates. No one's heard of these people, all right? I have to say that 80 to 90% of the bands that I play on my show are either unknown or independent or completely unsigned. Okay, that's not including the underground bands that everybody knows. That's just the people in general. Like Monday, I had so many submissions, I literally had to play an entire mix of submissions because that's how much I have gotten over the last few weeks. Now, I'm going to be doing my submission entries on Mondays from now on, not Wednesdays anymore. So don't worry, your submissions are still going to get played, but they're going to get played on the Monday Night Metal Show. Now, I want to talk about that for a quick second because I don't want to sit here forever and ever. Mondays from now on are going to be Monday Night Metal for the Pit because of two reasons. One, I went through the internet looking for a good Monday Night Metal show. Guess what? There aren't any. There aren't. You always run into the same station bullshit where you hear somebody and they play a good song. You're like, man, that's a fucking brutal song. And then they follow it up with some fucking shitty, not even metal bullshit. And you're just like, God, just fucking change it. That's the problem with a lot of these channels and a lot of these streams and podcasts is that they're trying to mix it up too much. Like, I can understand trying to be versatile, but in the metal community, we're very much elitist, and no matter how much you want to fucking try and say we're not, we are. We all have that elitist attitude somewhere in us, whether it be a high level of elitism or a low level of elitism. For example, say you're friends with a metalhead, and he goes, man, I fucking think Carnifex is one of the fucking most brutal bands on the fucking planet. It's my favorite band ever. You know, a lot of people would agree with that, you know. However, you're going to have some other metalhead go, no, Infant Annihilator is the most brutal band ever. That's how it works, man. You just need to listen to more brutal stuff. That's what we call elitism. Now, is that necessarily a bad thing? It can be if it's taken too far. But I think that it's a necessary evil. And I think we touched a little bit on this Monday, but I wanted to retouch on it again and say, hey, you know, elitism to a point is a necessary evil. Just simply because the people who are telling them that actually get people to listen to those other bands. Like, I know it sounds crazy, but when that shit happens, I know the guy who loves Carnifex is going to go listen to Infant Annihilator just to challenge the other guy. Now, here's the good part about all this. This is the silver lining. That guy who was an elitist prick got the other guy to actually listen to a metal band, okay, that he never heard of or didn't know of. Boom. That's how it works, man. Even with elitism, you're still going to get people listening to other bands. You're still spreading the gift of music, even if you're kind of a dick about it, okay? And I get that we all have our opinions. I get that we all have what we like, okay? There are certain bands we like, or there's a certain sound we want to hear. I get that. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone's entitled to their freedom of opinion, especially when it comes to music, because it's so versatile in itself that we can't cut people down for that. We just can't. So I just wanted to take a moment to say, elitist, thank you. Thank you for fucking existing. Without you and your necessary evil, a lot of people wouldn't be knowing who the fuck these bands are. I mean, how many elitist arguments on metal forums or Facebook groups or whatever, wherever you discuss the subject of underground metal with your friends or people on the internet, how many times have we seen that elitist argument turn into a comment shit fest for like 300, 400, 500, 1,000 comments later? But out of all those comments, a bunch of music ends up getting posted and argued about, and everybody ends up listening to this music. Now, whether or not they're arguing about it or bitching about it doesn't really matter at the point that they're actually listening to the music. Like, that's the big thing. They're actually going out of their way to look up these bands, to check them out, to listen to their whole album, to learn about them, to look them up, etc., etc. So, again, I just want to thank the heavy metal, underground metal, and deathcore elitists out there that don't give a shit about anybody's feelings and just tell it like it is, because we need you guys. We do. You're a part of our community. That is a necessary evil, like I've said. And you know what? I got no problem with you. I'm kind of an elitist prick myself. So, just putting that out there. So, I'm not going to talk off your ear. I've already been on here for like 10 minutes or whatever, but here's the deal, guys. I'm going to play some music for you because I know you're fucking dying for it. I definitely wanted to say that I wanted to thank Lauren, my wife, who can't be with us at the moment because she's actually not feeling very well. But I wanted to thank her for all of her hard work here on the station and all of her hard work in the promotions team. So let's dive into this new mix I got coming up. I got A Night in Texas, Rotten King, Veil of Maya, Messiah, Enterprise Earth, Shallow Breath, Strength in Numbers, Lost in Mind, Empath 304, Dead World, King of the Damned, Beyond Devastation, The Puppeteer, Silence the Messenger, The Great Depths, The Last March, Liars, and then we'll be back with a couple messages from our sponsor. Remember, guys, you're listening to the most fucking brutal station that anybody could fucking listen to, because if you listen to other stations, you'll know right away why my station is superior, because I play the shit you actually want to hear, not some shit that's 10 or 20 years old that you've done heard 5 billion times already. So, tell your friends about The Pit, man. Go to our Facebook page right now, www.facebook.com/The Pit Midwest Metal Radio. All one word. Also, check out our sponsor, Zeitgeist Records, at facebook.com/Zeitgeist Records Official. Okay? Zeitgeist Records Official. All right? Make sure you get there. Check us out. We've got actually a whole new submissions list for different genres and different bands that we're going to be doing. We've got 2 new shows coming up on the network. We got a hip-hop show, which is going to be like a southern rap hip-hop show, which is actually pretty dope. I've heard some of the music that's going to be played on it. We've got the new conspiracy theory show coming up, and we might even be having a cooking show in the network, which a friend of mine runs a YouTube show, and he is a metal artist chef. Not the black metal vegan chef, because the guy's brutal, but his fucking food sucks. I've tried to actually make a couple of those dishes, but we've got a guy who's like a deathcore vocalist, and he writes a bunch of his own music, and he performs it while he's fucking cooking and doing all this shit. So I think it's going to be badass. I think it'll be a good time. So let's dive into this mix, guys, and we'll be back in a little bit after our sponsors. Remember, you guys are listening to The Pit.